I'd like to call to order the
Here for
City of Prospect Heights Truth and Taxation Public Hearing of November 27th at 6:15 PM. Roll call, please.
Alderman Anderson.
Here.
Alderman Cameron.
Here.
Alderman Wendy Morgan.
Here.
Alderman Dash.
Here.
Okay, thank you. Alderman Dolick is out with, by previous, what do you call it?
Notice.
Notice, there you go.
Notification.
Going to open the floor for public comment. I should read this then, correct?
Right, correct.
Okay. The City of Prospect Heights is holding a public hearing relative for its 2023 tax levies payable in 2024. Truth and taxation hearings are only required by state law for requests in excess of 105% over the previous year's levy extension. The City of Prospect Heights is estimating a 7.1% increase in the police pension levy over the prior year and is holding this hearing as a sign of good governance to allow open communication and transparency. The requested increase is projected to capture any new construction within the city and maintain operating costs that will be impacted by inflation. Costs that will be impacted include annual police pension funding contributions. The actual tax operating levy extension will be limited to the 5.0% CPI increase and any additional increase relative to new construction and new property within the city boundaries. Are there any questions? Seeing that there are no questions, I'm going to close the floor to public comment. And at this time, do we need a roll call to adjourn? Can I get a roll call? A motion to adjourn the public hearing for the Truth and Taxation 2023 levy ordinances.
So moved. Morgan Adams.
Second, Anderson.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Wendy Morgan. Aye. Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Motion passes. We are adjourned. Thank you. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Will the clerk please read the preamble?
Thank you, Mayor. In accordance with the applicable statutes of the State of Illinois and the ordinances of the City of Prospect Heights, notice is hereby given that the City Council meeting of the Mayor and the City Council of the City of Prospect Heights is being held on Monday, November 27, 2023, at 6:30 p.m. in person in the Council Chambers, Prospect Heights City Hall, 8 North Elmhurst Road, Prospect Heights, Illinois. Mayor Patrick Lovickson presiding. This meeting will be broadcast live on cable channels Comcast and Astound RCN 17 and AT&T Uverse Channel 99. It will also be recorded and televised on Comcast and Astound RCN Channel 17 and AT&T Uverse Channel 99. Attendees who wish to speak on agenda or non-agenda items will be provided an opportunity during the meeting. There is a 5-minute time limit for speakers.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Alderman Morgan Adams. Here. Alderman Anderson.
Here.
Alderman Cameron.
Here.
Alderman Dash.
Here.
Thank you. Please rise for the pledge. Okay. Approval of the minutes. I need a motion to approve the November 13th City Council regular meeting minutes.
So moved, Morgan Adams.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams. Aye. Oh, aye.
Thank you. Motion passes. We don't have any presentations or appointments or confirmations or proclamations. Public comment on agenda matters. Anybody have any comments? Okay. Item 7, the consent agenda. Before I ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda, is there anything that anybody would want removed? Okay, I look for a motion to approve the consent agenda. Item A, resolution approval of a variation for reduced corner side yard and reduced reverse corner side yard for 408 Oak Place. Also is a ordinance 02328, staff memo and ordinance approving the addition of a municipal tree ordinance to the City of Prospect Heights Code, second reading. Item C, staff memo and resolution approving the renewal contract with Alliant Mesro Financial for property, casualty, workers' compensation, and cybersecurity insurance for the year beginning December 1st, 2023 through November 30th, 2024. And item D, the approval of the 2024 City Council regular meeting calendar. So I'm looking for a motion to approve.
You know what, can I take out the 24 calendar for right now? I'd like to table that one.
Sure. So we need a motion to approve consent agenda items A, B, and C.
So moved, Morgan Adams.
A motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams. Aye. Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Motion passes. So we'll go back to item D, the approval of the 2024 City Council regular meeting calendar.
Can we table it for the next meeting?
Sure,
Thank you.
we can do that. So we'll table that until next, what is that, December 11th?
Yes.
Need a motion to table?
So moved, Morgan Adams.
Is there a
Second
Second?
Cameron.
No roll call, right? Okay. The item is tabled till December 11th.
You need a vote, you don't get a roll call, you can do a paper vote.
Okay. All those in favor of tabling?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion passes. Item 9, new business. These are all first readings. Is there a need to read them all, or
Just might want to read them for the purpose.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't need to read, get into it.
for the purposes of just of full disclosure here, for people that aren't here, we have a bunch of ordinances for levies that are for first reading. 02329 is the police pension levy. 02330 is the SSA 1 levy. 02331 is the SSA 2 levy. 02332 is the SSA 3 levy. 02333 is the SSA 4 levy. 02324 is the SSA 5 levy. 02335 is the SSA 8 levy. And the item H is 02336. It's the Illinois Paid Leave for All Workers Act for the City of Prospect Heights, also first reading. So there's no action required on any of these unless anybody has questions for staff about them.
There's I as well.
Oh, there's I, I'm sorry. Lots of, 02337 is an ordinance amending the city code, Title 1, Chapter 8, regarding personnel regulations. It's also a first reading. These will come back on December 11th for their final second reading. So unless anybody has any questions, we can move on, but you could also ask staff between meetings anyway. Hearing no questions, we'll go on to item 10. Staff and elected officials and commission reports. The staff reports on the left here? No? On the right? Bob?
I do. Thanks, Mayor and City Council. I just want to present the October 23 financial report. As of October 2023, we're at 50% of the fiscal year has passed. Our total city revenues represent about 41% of the budget, and our total expenses reflect about 29% of the budget. Everything looks in line as in revenues and expenses, what's expected according to the budget. There's some items of note I want to talk about. Over the last month and a half, we have put out letters and requesting those individuals that have not bought their vehicle stickers when they were supposed to back in March of this year. And that has brought in close to $95,000 for people coming in and purchasing their stickers and also paying the late fee on those stickers. Next month, we do have some adjudication hearings set for those who did not respond to their first letter. Citations were sent out on those that did not respond, and they'll be going in front of the adjudicated officer for a final disposition on those stickers. What we're seeing a lot is people have sold their vehicles throughout the year before the sticker campaign in March, and they failed to take their license plates out of the Secretary of State database, in which we use a Secretary of State database of all registered vehicles in the city of Prospect Heights, and we send letters to those individuals that were compared to our system here, our accounting system of purchase stickers. Those people who received letters came in and say, well, I don't have this vehicle anymore, I sold it, and they failed to let the Secretary of State know that those plates need to be canceled or taken out of the system. So the majority of the people have coming in with, I don't own the car anymore, or the car was totaled, or I sold it, or we've moved, but they need to contact the Secretary of State to let them know that and also take the plates out. Because as a city, we don't know when they sell their vehicle or when they move, only when we send out the letters that ask them to come in and explain it to us. Then also, we're expecting the second installment of property taxes to start coming in. They just sent out tax bills this month, and they're supposed to be due by December 1st. So we're hoping by the end of December, maybe January, we'll start to see the second installment coming in for property taxes. So that's what I have for the report. If there's any questions on other items, I can try to answer them for you.
Just a quick question about the Secretary of State list. I've heard people say that, and I'm asking you because I don't know, that the list that we use is not really the list that the Secretary of State has that says that that car or trailer belongs to somebody else, or you're just using some more generic list. So our list, if somebody was to look up that, pull up that trailer or that car, it would show that if the police were to run that, it would show that it belonged to somebody else. I mean, so we're actually doing them a favor by this, because they're finding out that their car is still in their name if something was to happen, right?
That's correct. And like I was saying, is when they came in, when we sent the first letter out asking, we have a plate registered to you in Prospect Heights. You have not bought a vehicle sticker. Please contact us and let us know if this is true or not true. The majority of people come in and say, well, I sold that car a year ago. And I said, well, what have you done with the plates? Oh, they're in my garage. So what happens is they haven't contacted the Secretary of State to say, hey, these plates need to be taken out, so that they're still sitting there in the database. That database that we use was as of August of '23.
Yeah, Mayor, just to clarify, if you run the plate will come back to whoever had it last. It doesn't necessarily mean, I mean, we wouldn't know, but if you run the VIN, same thing could happen, but, or it could come back to somebody else. But those plates, those come back
Yeah.
to the Secretary of State as to a Prospect Heights resident. That's why the citations get,
So it needs to be cleared up. I mean,
yes.
Mr. Mayor, we also, for anyone who says that it's not the Secretary of State's information, I hope it is, because the city has to pay. So the Secretary of State charges us for that information, so, I mean, all we can do is take them at their word that we're getting what we're paying for.
right.
We do have the receipt.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
Any other reports?
Real
Dan?
quick, first, from the Planning and Zoning Board of Appeals, at our last meeting, the zoning board, agreed to, change the nights of the standing meetings from the fourth Thursday to the fourth Wednesday. There was a couple conflicts we had this past year. Additionally, it gives me an extra day to write ordinances and put information together to try and get through the packet as quickly as possible for the council to review those cases. So beginning in January, we will be moving to the fourth Wednesday of the month, which is the 24th. Secondarily, with that announcement is as a follow-up to our discussion regarding the chickens. We have already put that item on the January 24th agenda. Blurb went out, or it's going out in the city newsletter, on the e-news, inviting the public to attend. First meeting will be information gathering only, have a discussion where to go, what the issues are, and then we'll take those recommendations, staff will draft ordinances together.
So is it a hearing or is it just a?
It's a public meeting because technically the chickens, animal control is in the police, Title IX. It's not in the zoning code, so it's not a public hearing. It's a public meeting. And so what we're using the January 24th is a venue to discuss that and then look at it either amended through the police, the animal control ordinance, or look at it as part of the zoning. But there are things like locations on property, the coops can go. I'm sure we're gonna get a number count, and noise complaint, we're probably gonna get, if there are folks that are selling eggs or selling, that could be a home occupation technically. So there's some avenues that are different items we have to look at. But as a follow-up to the residents that were here, just to let everybody know, it will be on this PZBA agenda on Wednesday, January 24th at 7 p.m. here in council chambers. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Mark?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple things. Obviously, winter weather has arrived. We are a community of rural roads. Sorry about the weather. But we are a community of rural roads. We stress to residents to take their time. Without a curb and shoulder, there's gravel and then there's a ditch line. So please take your time. For everyone, the last yard waste pickup by Flood Brothers is this Friday, or is Friday, December 8th. Not this Friday, next Friday. 15th, thank you, Friday the 15th. For residents, when we get into the winter weather coming up, remember, don't blow your snow into the roadway from your driveway if you're using a snow blower. After we've cleared the roads, residents that blow snow onto the roadways, it will freeze. You're causing a hazard for pedestrians, folks walking their dogs, and other motorists. So please, blow it back into the parkway. And finally, thanks to all the residents that came out and showed their support and enjoyed our Christmas tree lighting, or excuse me, our holiday tree lighting event. The Lions Club, the Garden Club, the police department, the fire department, the park district, city staff, elected officials, everyone that supports these events. I said in the speech the other night, it really is part of what makes us part of Prospect Heights and enjoyable, and it's my one event of the year that I really get excited about, more so now that it's over, and I'm not stressed out. But thank you all. The holidays are here. Everyone, I hope you have a great holiday. Thank you, sir. I'm rambling.
Thank you. Anybody else? Elected officials on the right, any reports?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. You know, about 3 weeks ago, I ran into a senior citizen that for the second year in a row, her furnace failed. And a lot of seniors, we have a lot of seniors in our neighborhood on a fixed income, and they can't afford a new furnace. I mean, she's been quoted $15,000, $10,000. So the only way she remedied, and it's dangerous, I'm wondering if there's any way we can help maybe other seniors in this type of trouble. She's been using her oven. And luckily, I did have a good contact, and he went in, saw her furnace, and actually found out it was a recall kind of a model. So all these people that have been coming to her home, been charging her all this money when they should have looked up what kind of furnace she really had. So I'm wondering if there's something we can do as a reach-out program, or, I don't know, do we tell who this furnace repairman is? You know, or the fire department should know about these items. There are seniors who just, I mean, they reached out to all kinds of help. There's other senior options, organizations, and no one was able to give her a helping hand until this fella came around and charged her just something under $3,000, and she finally got a new furnace last Friday. So I just thought I'd bring it to the attention if anyone can get back to me and see how else we can help out. Thank you.
Any,
Just the biggest thing that residents need to do on this matter is, first of all, check references, check the businesses, because
Yeah.
service fraud is a huge issue. And if they feel they're getting taken, they can always call the building department. That we have lists of registered contractors in all disciplines. Heating, HVAC, that's one resource. Another resource is the senior services department over at Wheeling Township. They have, on and off again over the years, have had senior-friendly contractors that will assist seniors in need. They also have, through the senior program, senior assistance in terms of finances occasionally to do those types of things. But, you know, we do keep a large list of all the reputable contractors who are bonded, insured with the city on file, so they can always look to us for a resource for a list of names to check. That could
Thank
be a
you.
good starting point.
thank you. Any elected officials on the right? No. I would just like to thank Mark. I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but Mark built the sleigh. I don't know if you saw the sleigh. Mark and Peter and
Wow,
Caitlin.
great job.
They did a great job. It looked really good. Just got, it looked really good, and it's something that's going to last a long time. It was impressive. So thank you, Mark. Okay, item 11, approval of warrants. Can the clerk read the warrants?
On the warrants, we have a total of $336,487.43. We also have a wire payment that was on a November 17th, 2023 payroll in the amount of $177,648.77. And our October Illinois Municipal Retirement Fund payment amounted to $15,255.82, bringing the total warrant amount to $529,392.02. For tonight's council's approval, please.
Okay, we need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second, Cameron?
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item 12, public comment on non-agenda matter. No public comment? Okay. No need for an executive session or any action from that, so I look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.